Hello and welcome to another edition of the TES Secondary Maths Resource of the Week with me, Craig Barton. Now, this week's selection is called Measurement, Metric and Imperial. And I'll be honest, it is not exactly the kind of title that captures the imagination and makes you think, flipping out, this is going to be a classic resource. And indeed, those of you who teach GCSE will know that in the current specification, students aren't even required to know, without it being written down, how to convert between centimetres and inches and feet and all that kind of stuff. They may still need to use it, which is important, but they will be given it in the question, the actual conversion. So does that mean that a resource like this is redundant? Well, fortunately not, because I love this resource for three reasons. Firstly, it is beautifully presented. It consists of a single PowerPoint and it just looks nice. Look, just big, bold, clear, bright, nice images. And presentation is very important to me in a resource. So big tick there. I love that one. Secondly, and I think this is an important thing as well, it sort of provides an answer to that question. And if you've taught maths, you'll know exactly what's coming here. That just flipping plagues our job, and that is, sir, when will we ever use this in the real world? What's the point in learning this? And sure, like in the past, whenever I'm faced with that, I've had to shoehorn some pathetic fake real world context in there. David Beckham's free kick against Greece years ago is a particularly painful moment. And kids see through it. They say, sir, this isn't right, it's fake, blah, 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 blah. And it's a painful experience for all involved. Now, whilst this isn't going to provide students with skills that they're going to be using every single day, at least they can see that it's grounded in the real world. At least they can see that you're not just completely making this up and trying to claim it's relevant. It's got a real world basis to it. And thirdly, the third reason I particularly like this is possibly the most interesting. I'm a little bit obsessed with the work of Daniel Willingham. I think Why Don't Students Like School is one of the best books I've ever read in any discipline. And one of the things Willingham talks about is the importance of a story structure, the importance of character, the importance of providing purpose, the importance of framing, where possible, lessons in the structure of a story, because humans have evolved to take in stories and to listen and understand and appreciate stories better than they have other forms of instruction. So wherever possible, I've always got this in my mind. How can I kind of phrase this in a story? And this resource is perfect for that, because it's not just your boring run through of metric and imperial measurements with conversions. It's actually a history of where these imperial measurements come from and why we've changed away from them, which provides a really nice historical context. And really, just a lovely, lovely, lovely resource. I mean, I didn't know half of this thing. I didn't know that an inch was the width of a man's thumb. And again, we get some nice, a bit of Edward II's involved here. Just really, really nice stuff like that. Again, I didn't realise that as well. Originally the length of a man's belt. Just nice factual stuff. But you'll be pleased to know that it's not just facts here. Then we get some proper maths involved. So you go through this, loads of nice kind of historical background. And then we start to get these conversions. And again, you could just imagine this being used as an introduction to metric and imperial measurements. And then once you've presented students with this and you've gone through this with the students, then we can start to use these conversions to do a whole manner of things. We can get students measuring things around the classroom, converting them into whatever they want. We cover different areas of maths, like what does that sign mean? What does that sign mean? And it's just nice. It just looks good. Then we get ratio involved here. Again, a little link to Fibonacci numbers there and converting miles to kilometres and so on. Again, I like the constant use of the inequality sign. We got our weight measurements. And the PowerPoint goes on. And it's up to you how you decide to use this. But I just think this is nice. I just think this is a lovely way to present what possibly, and in the past I've taught this as a pretty dry and pretty boring topic. So you get pretty much every single imperial measurement in there. I'll tell you one of me, oh, look at this, a flipping bushel of corn, £56. And indeed, this is one of my favourite bits of it, is this final slide. Look at that. Now, like, just showing that kids just makes them think, well, hopefully will make them see that they're lucky to be learning mathematics in 2017 or whenever you're watching this video, as opposed to 1977 or 1967 when students would have to learn all this kind of stuff. But this just opens up the door to loads of lovely maths. 8 furlongs in a mile, 40 poles in a furlong, so how many miles make a pole, how many poles in a mile, and so on. Lovely stuff, and it's all in the background of a really nice context that kids can see where it came from. So I just thought that was a little bit different. It's a topic I've certainly never covered in the 5 or 6 years I've been doing these resources of the week videos now. And this is one of the best resources on metric and imperial that I've ever seen. So hope that was useful. It's the kind of thing that can set up loads of other work that kids can do with this, loads of conversions, ratios and so on. But it's just a wonderful introduction to that topic. If you use it, give it a download, give it a review on here, say thanks to the author. And I shall return with a fresh resource of the week next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.